Well, we got a late start today. Just turned on. We see the deep period's about halfway through. Testing the low yesterday, right down here in the 55 area. This is where we got some initiative buying, and you can see some cross trade here. See a lot of volume here also. We're gonna pause video and check our charts. I like the 51s though for a long better, so we're gonna stick around for the 51s, I think. Oh, maybe even the 48 close from the 12th. We're going to take the 57.75s long, two 57.75s. Oh, let me get the chart up. Long, two 57.75s. That position might be a little early, but we're building close to a neutral bias on this bar that Obey's made a new low, except it's in the E period. So there you have it. We're going to pause the video. Before this goes off the screen, right, the previous column was 6,000 cross trade, and we retested it down here on this column and couldn't get anything more than 1,524, so that was a pretty good cross trade. And then we tried to get our Camtasia open and couldn't, so we missed the trade completely. And then it came back down, and we missed this one watching Paulson on seeing on the Washington News Channel. And finally, you know, we said it's ridiculous. It looks like it's accumulating here. Now we have a positive bias for the period. So we're going to stand by our rules and take our first profit at 1.5, and then target. Oh, geez, target could be back up to the volume cluster around the 63 area. I haven't forgot about the close the other day, so we'll keep our 2-point stop around. 59.25 is our first fill. We didn't get filled yet. We need a 59.50 tick. Our 55.75 stop isn't a hard stop because of the 6,000 sitting at 56, and the 3,000 sitting at 55.75, and the 1300 sitting at 55.25. So we'll be a little flexible here on the stop. We're testing the B period low. We need to hold above this area. The next main volume cluster is down between 51 and 53. That's the one we talked about, you know, waiting for, but we didn't. So we're gonna stay tight here. We were out of the trade at 54.25. Look at that. We got out with a combined 7-point loss on 2 contracts, 3.5 on each contract, and they hit the ask. Right from the 55 area. We liquidated the position of 54.25. We just didn't, we saw them start to hit the bid here underneath the support area. I mean, I don't feel too bad getting out. You know, I think it was a mistake. I think if we wanted a long position, we should have waited till 48, which was the close the other day. You know, nobody likes to take a loss, but 48.75 was the 12th close. So we'll just pause. Take a look. We're going to buy the 57s, 257. We're going to hold both contracts to the mean, which is 66. Our stop is 3 points below our entry. We're using a 3-point stop today. The 2-point stop yesterday, I have mixed emotions about. I'd like to try a 3-point today. We tried a 3-point, actually 3.25 point on the first one. And we're going to do the same thing here, 3, so it puts our stop at 54. We're going to take the 58s. We can get them. We're going to liquidate 258. I'm going to pause the video. Not being able to get above this volume cluster here, our entry was not the best location to 57. Why risk a 3-point stop when we can take a couple-point gain? So we'll pause and look for another opportunity. We're going to take the 58.25 long, 258.25. We got a 58.50 fill. Long, 258.50. Notice this is higher than where we bought at 57. But we based it on a decision. You know, we saw volume here just coming in passively. Now we need to hit the ask. If we don't hit the ask, we're going to have to get out of this trade with a small loss. We're going to better the position and take the 53.25s because there's a significant block of buying volume in the 51 to 54 area. This is the area we talked about earlier. We see a big block of volume here, buying in this 51 to 52 range, 54 to 52 range, and that's the range of the buying previously. I don't haven't doubled my position until since January, but we're going to do it here and see if we can make it work. That gives us an out for average at 55.50. Bernanke just quit speaking. I don't know if that'll have an effect on the market. I'm not sure it had an effect today either. The specific mistake I think I made with the last location of 58.50 was, not breaking above the 60 area on any initiative ask activity after there was passive buying at any particular point, whether that be in the 54s, or the 56s, 55s. We were never able to break back up to the point of control, the other opposite end of value. And the next logical place I talked about, this was an area that we spoke about earlier, from 51.75 to about 54 and a quarter. Now what we need to happen is this block of volume that I'm assuming and inferring is passive. We need to turn it initiative and see people hit the ask at sequentially higher prices. If we don't, then the next logical place that our target is the close of the 12th, which is down at 48.75. We spoke about that earlier. Now, I don't particularly care to carry all my positions down 10 points from my initial entry, and that's a risk that I'm real cognizant of. Our average price at 55.50, down all the way to 48.75. We're carrying a 200 point from an average entry per point. So 200 points times 7 is a big loss. So we can't let it break below here. If so, we'll have to get out of the 51s for sure.